Deshaun Foster, Smitty.
I just teased it, JB. I just teased it. This is a topic that we got to discuss. You've been trying to avoid it. I get it. I understand why. He had a very interesting initial Big Ten press conference. Bailey, do we have the video? If so,
Coach Foster,
play it.
Welcome to the Big Ten. We'll begin with your opening statement.
How you guys doing? I'm happy to be here. Glad to be a part of this great conference. Finally putting two great emblems together, UCLA and the Big Ten. We're a school that's won, 123 championships, so this fits us being right in this conference. Football-wise, we're just excited. You know, I'm sure you guys don't know too much about UCLA, but our football program, but we're in LA. It's us and USC. We
I can't watch. Oh shit.
I'm just basically excited, really. That's it. Any questions?
Brothers shouldn't be laughing at brothers' downfall.
No. That's my guy.
So
I'm supporting Deshaun Foster. I heard the players love him. The coaches around there love him.
Only I should be.
I told you yesterday that I actually think UCLA was going to be ranked higher in the Big Ten. But a spade is a spade. 2 + 2 is 4. This is an embarrassing press conference as a leader of men, as a new head coach for a team going into a new conference. I'm sure this is a great man. I'm not disrespecting the man. I'm not even disrespecting him as a coach. I'm just saying this is a bad look optically for your first major press conference speech. He looked like he was unprepared, didn't prep. I know you
have cards.
I know you. Notes. I know you're anti-notes.
He didn't have notes,
which is maybe he should have. Maybe he should have had the damn Eagle and the Crow story prepared. I would have took that over. This motherfucker said, "I know you guys don't know much about UCLA. I'm gonna give you some fun facts. We're located in Los Angeles. USC is here too. We got a fat burger. In-N-Out's my favorite burger. I'm Republican. Blue, my favorite color. Pretty much, I'm just excited to play football. Any questions? Homie, I ain't never seen a press conference like that ever from a head coach ever in my life.
You been for real?
I haven't seen it.
I hear you.
I haven't seen it. But shout out to Deshaun Fox. He's a brother. I support you, brother. I swear to God, I do. But that was just, come on. Even Deshaun right now is watching this video, and he's like, this is crazy.
See Merc talk too much dumb shit.
Deshaun, hold on. What happened? You kick somebody out?
Yeah.
Hold on. When you kick somebody out, we got to do our new thing. You ready? You remember what we do?
Oh, Fat Steel's bitch ass is back.
Shout out to Fat Steel.
Fat Steel, bitch made cat is back.
Keep him in for a little while because Fat Steel,
Fat Steel, we spell cat with a K, homeboy, where I'm from. Recognize, motherfucker. First of all, let's dive into hey, goodbye. Seymour is a bitch made cat. He got booted and booted because he's a bitch like Fat Steel. We'll keep Fat Steel's bitch ass in here because he's a straight bitch. Couldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight where I'm from, homeboy. Guarantee you that.
Shout out to my homie Fat Steel.
Fat boy. Oh, bitch ass. Motherfucker, I drop my address on your fat bitch ass any day.
I know Fat Steel called in that one day.
That wasn't him. Remember? We already called it. It wasn't even him.
I think it was him.
No, what? It was another cat. He's a bitch. He just come in here and troll and talk like a fat fuck.
Shout out to Fat Steel.
First of all, he always wants to equate everything that we're supposed to just bash everybody because we talk about Dion.
We ain't even mentioned Dion today.
That shit is comedy, homie. Like, so we can't talk about no one else because if we can't talk about Dion, then no one else can be talked about in media. So we got no show, Smitty. We can't have a show because Fat Still, we can't talk about nothing unless it's Dion first.
Well, let's just say bye.
Because we talked about Dion before. So once we brought up Dion's name,
it's a wrap.
You cannot talk about nobody else.
Let's shut the show down there.
So let's end the show, man. It's been a good one. I mean,
good run.
I mean, we got to go. Fat Still runs the show. He's big worm. He drives a fucking ice cream truck around and picks up Fat Keith, and him and Keith play with each other's nipples.
That's my cousin.
And
Keith's my cousin though.
Yeah.
That's actually blood.
I've never even heard of a black dude from Iowa.
What's your take on Deshaun Foster, JB? Your guy, your coach.
I've never even heard of one black person from Iowa.
What's your take on Deshaun Foster, UCLA's head coach, press conference speech? You like it? You love it? How you feel about it?
Listen, let's dive into a white boy talking about a brother. Now, I know Deshaun well. Played at Tustin High School right here in SoCal. We obviously have known him a long, long time. I know pretty much every person on that staff I know in some sort of, I could sit down and we could have laughs together because we've had those before. We know each other to that extent. Deshaun, I know a little more, a couple other people. Here's the thing about it. This speech right here has absolutely diddly shit to do with wins and losses.
That's a fact.
Okay, so everybody on social media that's never coached, never played, automatically were killing him yesterday. And I actually, the pessimistic human that I am, that everyone thinks I'm just negative, Nancy, I'm the one that came out yesterday and people were shocked. And then, of course, the people came out, why you don't say about Dion? Everybody, you can't say nothing, homie. I'm telling you, that's Dion. Here's the reason why. This is first-year head coach. The guy that should be more embarrassed than himself is the president of the university and the athletic director, Jarman, who's also a joke. A guy from Boston who comes out to UCLA and hires a first-year head coach, which I'm not against the hire. I think he's done a great hiring process, too, with EB and a lot of guys he's hired. I think he's had a pretty fucking good staff, actually. The players running through a wall for the coach behind closed doors that nobody out here sees is what matters on Saturdays. Not a fucking speech 2 months away from season. Not a speech to address a new conference alignment. Not a speech that, and here's number one. If I was his advisor, and this is me talking, the hood cat that I am, he should have been in a suit and tie. Number one. You're the head coach for UCLA.
Hold on, he got a jacket on. He got a suit on.
You don't have no tie on, homie.
JB, brothers don't like wearing ties. We don't like that around our neck like that.
Excuses, homie. This is not Compton fucking college.
He's clean.
He's UCLA, bro.
But he's clean though.
It ain't clean. It ain't about clean, homie. You represent UCLA. By the way,
there's some old stuff. See now here we go. Time to argue.
Let's talk about this.
Let's do it.
Let's argue,
please. A damn tie doesn't change the. He's very professional.
You don't get it. No, he's not.
He got dress shoes on, pants, jacket.
No, he's not.
Button-up shirt underneath.
No, he's not.
He's just missing the tie. That's the difference.
Doesn't matter.
That's the difference.
It's a huge difference.
Come on, homie. You sound like the old man yelling at the porch.
You guys, these cats really don't get it.
I literally don't get it.
All right, but let me break it down. You're representing, contrary to all your fucking young asses out here that don't have a fucking clue, you're representing John Wooden, the all-time winningest basketball coach in the history of college basketball. You're representing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Some could argue the greatest basketball player of all time, especially college. You're representing who else? Let's just go down the laundry list of people that went to UCLA.
Name football.
Troy Aikman, Flipper Anderson, DeMarco. There's a million NFL people that played in the NBA. I mean, the NFL. There's a million NBA players that went to this place. There's a million. They're the most national championship in the country, Smitty. More than any other school combined in all sports. Not to mention the Jackie Robinsons of the world, the Bill Waltons, rest in peace. All the different people that have come through. Let's mention Terry Donahue and Bob Toledo and all the great Red Sanders from way back, who's a Compton College alum, by the way. He used to be the head coach when my uncle played there in 1955. These are legendary guys that you're representing. So the speech alone is not just his issue. It is the president and the athletic director. For there's zero prep time in this speech. obviously. There's zero anything. I respect no cue cards. Smitty thinks he should have had them. I don't disagree with Smitty on this one because of the outcome, not because of what happened. I wouldn't have minded him having some on the podium right there, Smitty, you know, just doing this with him. You know what I'm saying? If he had to. But I wouldn't have needed no cards to do an introductional speech about UCLA. Again, I know the history of UCLA.
What would have been your speech as a head coach?
Man, I'm pleasure. It's a pleasure to be the head coach for UCLA. And as we transition into the Big Ten Conference, we could not be more excited about a more historical organization and program like UCLA. We represent the John Woodens, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, Lou Alcindors, the Bill Waltons, the Troy Aikmans of the world. We represent the Terry Donahues and the Bob Toledos. By the way, we beat USC 9 straight times. That's the team that also is in the same city as us. We represent LA, the second largest media market in the country, the biggest state per population in the country. We have the greatest talent of high school players. This is where to come if you want to get to be noticed. This is the NIL capital, Hollywood. This is the home of Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Hollywood actors, you name it, you can do it. We can do it for you. We can give it to you. Come here to LA and see what Deshaun Foster has to offer. Let's get it going. And then win on me, win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win!
And I'd have fucking walked off.
Ooh,
now what?
That was fine, JB.
Now what?
Shake my hand. Can you reach? Shake my hand if you can reach. That was fine. I'm going to give it. Hey, I praise you when praise is due. When you earn that shit, I give it to you. Pause. No diddy. You earned that shit. That's the speech. I'm ready to run through a brick fucking wall right now.
And that was just mid. I was just fucking around.
I'm trying to go to UCLA right now if I'm a recruit.
Cut that, Bailey. We'll clip that and put it
that
next to each other. And then, but I don't want to shoot my bow with Deshaun. I don't want to take a shot at Deshaun.
Well, don't show his then. Just show your clip and say how Coach JB's speech would be if he was UCLA's head coach. With an arrow going down and then playing the video.
That's the thing, though. Anytime, and I know this as a recruiter, anytime you get on some sort of camera and stage, you have to represent and talk about the kids that you're trying to get.
Yes. Always recruiting, JB.
It's a marketing tool. Don't you ever hear the Urban Meyers and the Pete Carrolls when they would go on anything after a game or even if they lost?
Yep.
Go USC, fight on.
Yeah, fight on.
Urban would be like, great time to be a Buckeye. Dan Lanning, he does it every time he's on camera. Oregon Duck.
Coach O, go Tigers.
You have to be marketable, and you have to always be marketing. That's hood, by the way, if you didn't hear what I said. You always got to be marketing. So Deshaun is learning on the run as a head coach. I would have rocked up there, though, with a suit and tie. I would have represented UCLA in a different way. That's just my opinion. You know what's happening? The lack of culture. ESPN people now, you see on ESPN, they're wearing tennis shoes with suit bottoms. That's been a thing now for the last 10 years or whatever. Yep. And then you have no ties on. And then what happens is the younger people coming up sees the big boys on ESPN do it. So then they think, okay, that's the new culture. That's the new way we rock. That's the new fight. What do you call it? The new drip, whatever. To me, you're UCLA, homie. This isn't like, it just, to me, is a different thing. This is not, if I agree with you because of how it's changed over the years. If this was like, this is 5 days in a row. This is a one-time representation of your program. The first time, by the way. Show up in a suit and tie, homie. You're going to be up to 10 minutes, bro.
I hear you. That's the only one. That's the one thing I disagree with you, though. I think, like, if I'm Deshaun Foster, you hired me to be your head football coach. You hired me because of your mindset behind your belief that I can lead this team, lead these young men to wins and turn them into men. Young boys or older boys to young men. Your belief in me is not to be my stylist and tell me how to dress.
No, but you're representing.
Now, I didn't come here with. Now, again, there's levels. I'm not saying go up there with a damn sweatsuit, a jogging suit. Of course not. To me, he's clean cut, groomed, suit on, clean shirt. I'm not gonna go out here and bash him because he don't have a damn tie on. I understand because I know your age group. Not even trying to be funny. Like, I know your era. Like, Yeah, that's how you guys grew up. It was David Stern was like, nah, NBA, we suit, we tie, we did this, how we gonna do it. Everybody cut your hair off. Like, that's the era you grew up in. I get that. But when you really like remove the attachment to that and you look at how he's dressed, there's not a true issue in what he's wearing. I would be the first to admit if he came on there and he had some shit these NBA players be wearing, but pregame, I would have said something. But nah, like, come on now.
Here's the thing. You're not representing yourself in this manner. You're representing the program and your kids. Those kids that you recruited. That's the problem. That's why the world war. It's tie. That's the only thing I'm saying. Now, let's get off the tie shit. Fuck it. We already know we're not changing your young generation because you guys don't really forward think anyway. He doesn't understand that every day is an interview.
Thank you, Gene. I appreciate you for telling me what a man is, bro. I'm going to make sure I put that down in my notebook.
By the way, they don't understand anymore that every day is an interview. Like, these motherfuckers actually are interviewing for an NFL job without even knowing it. But anyway, keep wearing no suit and tie.
Let's move on.
Let's dive into this Deshaun Foster breakdown of his character and who the man is himself.
There you go.
Let's dive into this. That speech has no bearing on what those players in that locker room feel about that man. Has fucking zero. Those players love Deshaun Foster. He is loved there more than USC loves Lincoln Riley. He's more loved like how Carroll was loved at SC in his heyday. UCLA players and coaches love Deshaun Watson. That speech right there is not the speech you will get from him with his players in closed doors with no cameras and mics. He will be in there dropping F-bombs, fucking around, being cool. The players love him. He's a real one. They'll all think, oh, shit, they don't give a fuck about this speech. He's nervous. He's never done it. It is what it is. So I'm not tripping on this. Deion Sanders has been trained over the years. He was on Barstool. He was on NFL Network. Smitty will tell you working at Fox, you're going to get a little bit of media training before and after, especially he played a long, long time in the NFL, much longer than Deshaun played. And Deshaun was a great NFL player for the time he played as well. One of the greatest running backs in UCLA history as well. There's a difference, dog. This cat hasn't been up there ever before. And this is not what he wants to do. He wants to coach behind closed doors, and he wants to get through to his players. And his players are going to run through a wall for him, and I would not be shocked if they win some games for that kid, for that guy, Deshaun Foster, and it ain't because of a fucking speech in fucking July.
Amen to that.